Okay. I am under the weather a little bit, but I figured I would still go stream today with you guys. Just kind of take you along with what I was gonna do for the next few hours. And I'm just gonna see how much I can get done until I get tired. And that's really it. I don't want to go outside. I just have some stuff I want to finish here. Just tidy up the space inside. Yesterday I did a lot of the chores I needed to do, which was okay. But I certainly do have stuff left over. Let's see. I got our... Let's see. Our chat, trying to pull up our chat. And then we'll get started, I guess. I'm also gonna try to put on some different lighting in here. And then we're gonna set up the tripod. We got a new one for us. I did put this old one back here. I just figured I'd keep it up anyway. I have another one too, just to keep like idle cameras, angles. I might set another one up in the kitchen, the old one, but we'll see where I put that one. Let's see. Okay, I can see you guys down here. Oh. Wait a second. I guess I don't understand this. Someone subbed. Okay. What is there a difference with Prime? What is, oh God, I'm confused. What is the difference between Prime and Tier 1 subs? When I uploaded our badge, the icon badge that I made was for base. It was a base tier. So is that Prime or... I don't know. I don't know. I guess we're gonna figure that out. Shout out to our other follower. We're trying to get to 30. So appreciate you. Okay. Well, I'll figure it out. I don't know if people will be able to even see the emoji if they chatted, because I know I only have one up there right now. I made it myself. It's a pixel image and you have to sub to see it, but I think if it's not for tier 1, then it should say for base, but I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if we can show knives on stream, but I guess we'll have to find out the hard way. We could look it up. But I did get a new tripod. Our other one broke. So here's my new one. And the last one, the one you guys were on, was $64, and I think that one was, 80 inches in full height, if it's full extended. Oh, and we'll make a coffee too. I just realized I have to finish making another video for our drink channel. Let me see. So it comes in a nice case. I never wrap the tripod up. I could tell you that. I never do. Sorry if the angle is a little too high. Actually, I could try to probably bring you guys down. Yeah, that's good. It's stuck at that height. It broke at that height, so that's why it's behind my bed like that. So if it's not the best, if it's not so good, let me know. I could try to move it around. Oh, this is a better one. This has padding in the case. The other one did not. But if it's still made out of aluminum, I'm gonna be pissed. Yeah, I think it's made out of the same. I don't know if it's a little bit more durable, but this one was $30 more expensive. So all I see an upgrade on is the fucking case that I didn't use for any of the other tripods. So this is already, I feel like, a waste. Don't improve that. Please improve the tripod. Because I'm not going to use this. Where am I going to, yeah. Unless I go out of town with it, but I don't think I'm going to do that anytime soon. So it's already pointless. Okay. It does feel heavier. But, and this one is called Victive. AT25 Tripod Manual. And it looks, I kid you not, it looks the fucking same. Oh, no, it's not the same. But it does look good. Oh, that's how you flip them back up. I was confused how to do that before. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna set you guys on this one once I get it all figured out, but we'll see. And what's this? And I don't know if there's just a platform for this one. It doesn't, oh, it does come with a, oh, this is the level, so I probably want that one. Okay, and then just like the other one, it's like a swivel. Okay. So this is to adjust this. Okay. And this one is to take this lock off to open it up. Let's see. There's two platforms, which is nice. The other one just came with one. And I could also take that one off of that one too. And they give me a bag of tools. And I don't know what this is. I'll have to look it up. Unless, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's open this one up. And this one has just a little tiny bit of like screw allowance. I don't know. I'm supposed to tighten. Oh, I could probably, yeah, right. I could adjust it if I needed to, but it doesn't. Yeah, but it moves around so much. How does it stay stable? Let me see. open that one, put it in. And then this one. Sorry, you guys, I'm like figuring it out as I go. Okay. Keep that one on there. Also, what the hell is happening? Do you hear that? It's going down in that washing machine. I'm not even gonna worry about it, to be honest. Okay, and these pull out manually, but to put this one on, oh, let me see, I'll take it off, duh, and then I'll apply pressure like this. Before, yeah, that's much easier. Okay. Okay, and then tighten it like that, flip that down, and I could use this to adjust it. So we're gonna keep it on this one, open it up a little more, put that one in. Oh, good God, hold on. Push that down so it stays in there. Okay. Okay. And then let's try to put you guys here. Oh, and I think there's two separate sections. Oh, yeah. So this one should be 84 inches. Let me open these up as much as they'll go. Oh, this is, yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess it is a little bit more dense, like the aluminum itself. The problem that I had last time was that these clips, it's smashed. And one of these couldn't like actually like lock into place and the whole thing just came out. So I guess we'll see. We'll see. I usually buy a tripod every year, and I have incrementally since 2022 have bought a more and more expensive one. So I could tell you for sure if this clip goes out there, if you guys need to find a good tripod, I'm sorry. You might have to spend more than $64, okay? No, 46, more than $46. All right? Okay. Or was this one, no, I think this is 68, that one's 46. Let's double check. Should be. $64, $60. This one's $64, and it's pretty good. I'm surprised, actually. Yeah, though I realize now, the one that was for $100, it also had like a, like I guess it had like a rod where it would run across. So if you were standing above it, the camera could come all the way out right up above you, away from the tripod itself, and the actual projection would come down this way. So like imagine one big black like aluminum piece that's like just completely sticks out this way, and then I guess you could have like an aerial view or like a bird's eye view. But people were using like DSLR cameras in the actual like marketing commercial or whatever, and it was like I don't know, it just was I guess it can support a certain amount of weight. But with my phone I was like, that probably would be decent, but I just don't want to overinvest too early, so I didn't. If that's advice, I don't know if that is for you. And then, I don't know what to do with this, though. What could I do with this? With this piece? Oh, can this come out? I don't know if this was important or not, because literally nowhere in the diagram does this seem important. But I don't know if it's actually supposed to be internal, something I can't see. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we'll just save it. I'll save it all, I guess. Okay, let's try to put you there. And then I did try to charge the phone a little. Holy. Hello? Jesus Christ. You know what? Oh no. See, there's this button. Sorry, I know this is... Hey. I know this is pretty close, but there is like this little button on the side of this phone that is active, and I wish I could turn it off. I don't need it. Okay, let me try to put you guys in this. I wish this could extend. I wish this could extend higher, because it's just not high enough, honestly. I don't know. Also, I don't know if this... Okay, I guess so. Here we go. Putting you here. And then we will turn this one. Oh yeah, it's this one. Turn this one down. Hopefully that's even. I don't know. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Okay. I think that's good. Not good enough. But we also haven't recovered the stream, so is it not working? Every day it's a damn test run, I swear to God. And you guys probably hate it. Oh no, it's good. It's good. Okay. Let's do one of these. Do some of these. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. Okay. I swear to God, if my extra fucking money, if my now it's $20, if my $20 went into this damn case, I'm gonna be pissed off, bitch. This feels okay. It definitely feels more expensive. You know, I could tell. But I only care about durability. I only care about falling, because that's the only way my shit ever breaks, is just falls. So, well, I'm glad the case is sturdy. That's nice, but it's really unnecessary. So, we'll see. Is this shit skipping? Is it? Is this not gonna work? Oh no, it works great. Okay. Okay. Well, all right. I'm gonna finish getting ready. I do see you guys now, which is good. A little bit of black tea, and it's aromatherapy. I don't know. It smells good though. A little bit of deodorant on. Because baby girl, we need it. Okay. Also, I found this. It's like a sunscreen stick. I don't know if it'll actually work. I've never used one of these. Ooh. I guess this is convenient for like your hands too, because I guess you can't ever just, I'm over here talking to my fucking self, and I'm so sorry if anybody's just out here, but you can see I get distracted. I don't mean to, all right? The point is I'm really not trying to be distracted, but things happen. Okay, let's go make a coffee, because obviously, bitch, I need it. Look at me. I was putting fucking sunscreen on my hands. Got completely sidetracked. Okay. I might need a headband. I can just tell that this is gonna make my AirPods fall out of my ears. I had one and it's gone. Oh no, it's here. I was just thinking about this the other day, and I was like, I am free. I'm so free. This is how I'm gonna spend my day today, and I think it's kind of fun. I just love to stream. I don't know. I guess there's no way to explain it. But I don't know. I guess after like the loss of my dad, having it be maybe a bigger experience than, you know, maybe everything else I've been through combined, which probably, people probably would think that those things would be the biggest thing for them, you know, if they were to see my life on paper, you know, which is fine, you know, to each their own. But I had just dealt with all of that stuff. And so after he passed away, I just had like this more sense of like feeling more free than I already was. It's already such a free spirit, you know, just kind of fly by the seat of my pants, whatever comes my way, you know, I'm just adaptable, or, you know, I'll just like lead with fun, or, you know, my sister says I'm high off life. I've had so many people tell me that growing up. I had a girlfriend's mom, a couple girlfriends, their moms would tell me that. But granted, I don't know if they were also observing like my ADHD and then having an opinion. That was easy to say to a child. It's easy to just be like, oh, you're just high off life. You know what I mean? Instead of being like, you're fucking annoying. I don't know which one it would have been. And who knows if they were just coming from a, you know, maybe just the most genuine place to not make me feel judged, but to, like, you know, send acknowledgement without judging me. That's absolutely possible. But I don't know. I just always felt like this sense of freedom. And freedom with being able to make, you know, or you know, sitting inside my own autonomy, and just be okay with thinking for myself and independently thinking. Yeah, and I don't know, now I'm here. And I'm having a good time, you know. So I was just thinking about that yesterday, that I'm glad I'm free. And I had, you know, maybe like only 22 follows on this account, but it did definitely start at 0. You know, and I'm sick right now, so and most days lately I just haven't really, you know, cared to look the best on camera. I just try to be as like maybe raw as possible, so that way I could like, oh my god, that thing is loud, that way I can just kind of focus on whatever I'm doing in my stream rather than have people focus on what I look like. Because to give perspective, I think those first 17 were probably like from people who just like the way I look. Oh no, are we back? Whoops, sorry. I have got to fix this. Let's see, we have to fix it. Oh no, we're good. Okay, we're fine. Well, like I was saying, it was kind of from that perspective of like, oh, maybe I probably just gained those because of what I looked like. It could be possible. And I guess I just didn't like that. And so I've been going on this journey of just kind of not trying to look unattractive, but certainly not caring what I look like or trying to care about being put together and just see how far I get. I don't know if that's like, everything's always a fucking equation in my head or an experiment, so sorry. Sorry if that just doesn't make any sense. But I'm having fun doing it, and I'm learning a lot, so that's just all I want to do is just learn and see. So the people who have genuinely been here, you know, the 22 people that have gave me a follow to hang out with me here, it is refreshing, and it is nice to know that even within my free-spiritedness, like I was saying, and just being able to be here and like have the opportunity to be here and have fun and see where it goes it's nice. You know, and who knows why people might be, oh my God, Jesus Christ, are you okay? Oh dear Lord, oh my God. Jesus Christ, I can't get a hold of this phone for life. Jesus, I gotta turn this off. It's so damn loud in here, bitch. Oh my God. And it's always a mess in here, and I'm sorry. It's always a fucking mess. See, and I wish this was taller. I want this to sit right here, but it's not. And if I flip it around, it definitely won't. It'll just push real buttons. See, that's why I hate this. And you guys are getting flipped around. And this looks crazy. What's going on? Hello? I should have locked it. God damn it. Hello? Shit damn. Okay. No! Jesus fuck. Forget it. Holy fuck. I'm sorry. This is getting... I know. I know. Okay, hopefully this is a little better for us. Okay. I don't know if this is working or not. Okay, yeah, it is. And then I forgot what I was saying. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm sorry. What did you do on stream today? Oh, you know, the whole time I was just setting the bitch up. I was just setting up the whole time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's okay, though. Also, I ordered chilies yesterday. And look at this bag. Isn't that adorable? It's such a nice fucking bag. And I was like, oop, that's Kindle for my firewood. Figured that was cute. It looks so cute. This is where your money's going whenever you buy food from them. Just a nice fancy bag. Okay, let's see. I have a little bit of food I could eat. Will it help me since I'm sick? No, it really won't. And what should I use to make with this ranch? I don't know. But we do have to eat. we do. Let me put this in here because I don't even want to deal with it. But yeah, did that make sense? I don't even remember what I was saying earlier, but that's where I am with it, I guess. I'm just happy that I can be me. And even if it's not like me in any state that I'm feeling is what I mean. No matter how I feel, or no matter how much I can show up, hopefully somebody wants to watch. That's my prerogative, okay? And that way, you know, because if there was a camera on everybody else in the world, you know, I really can't expect people to be like, you know, look at me, I'm a 9 every day, energy-wise, I'm a 9, like, you know, so, or even a 10 every single day. It's just impossible, and that's just impossible. So, like I said, I'm grateful for you guys. And I just, yeah, that's all. That's all I got to say about that. This little thing right here, I feel like it needs to be right in front of my face, so I'm sorry if I keep moving it. I'm just in the middle of deciding. And I probably will decide the whole time I'm live. Oh, I'm sorry. But you guys probably want me to stand back, don't you? You probably want to see all of me. But I just like to treat it like FaceTime, and I don't know why. So. Okay, well, I'm not hungry. I do want to drink a coffee, though. But I don't know how well I'll do with that. Since it is... since I'm sick. Should I even be doing that? I have to take a fucking piss. We couldn't even answer that if I tried. Here. Let me, it's always something, man. We can't just have something consistently go on to where it's like, you know, this is happening for 30 minutes. No, it's always just different, minute by minute. And I'm sorry. And it's just my brain. No caffeine brain. So, at any point, if you ever decide that you may feel like you want to be me or have my life, just know that no matter how glamorous it looks, you still have to have my brain. You probably don't want that. Okay, I have to pee. Let's leave this here. Okay. You want to hang out here? Sorry. Be right back. Okay, I feel much better. Oh damn, hold on. I forgot something. Oh god. What the fuck? Oh, it's my barbecue. I almost freaked out. Okay. Coffee. Coffee. One day I'm gonna have a little title screen. I just don't know how to do that yet. I'm sorry. And life be lifing. There's a lot going on, okay? Sorry, you're the last priority that I have, and I apologize, but it's true, okay? The last one, as of right now. I had handled so much, I feel like real life shit, so I haven't been able to be here. And still working on a lot, but it's just me. So, like I said, just use what I got. And maybe one day, somebody might appreciate these little vlogs, almost, but they're in real life time. Okay, should I put this here? I have all these veggies out because I'm going to be juicing soon. I have a little girlfriend. She is the best at it. And I was like, oh, I want to try that. So I ordered some unbleached cotton cheesecloths. And maybe if you're here, we could juice together. Okay. Should I make a coffee for you? Or should I just make one for me? Do you want one? No? Okay. Fine. That's fine. Okay. I kind of don't want to... Should we try pineapple juice and coffee? Is that a bad idea? Well, it's already really acidic. That might be the worst option we could have had. Yeah, let's not do that. That would have been insane. But at this point in my life, I'm willing to try anything. So, I don't know if you're there yet, but I am. Okay. This is the box of cups. I know. There's a lot I gotta fix in here, bitch. I swear to God. Don't say anything. Just let it rock, okay? I know. I see it. I see everything in this house. It's a mess. It's in shambles, okay? It's in fucking shambles. You think I can't see that? Let's make a coffee. Let me know if you want one, or unless you're scared. Also, look at this arrangement that I made. I made this arrangement. It is actually a little bit bigger than it was supposed to be. I think this one's supposed to be in a skinnier pot. Here I go. I was about to just start a new task, and I'm going to commit to it because I have ADHD, and I got totally distracted because I wanted to show you this. And now here I am, showing it to you. But here's my... I think it looks better in that one. But also, these are supposed to be in the center. But aren't these darling? I made a bunch of them for some of the women in my family. And, yeah, they're gorgeous. I got some calla lilies in here, like, to dedicate to my dad. When I was a baby girl, he planted probably like 7 or 8 rows of calla lily flowers when I was a baby girl. And I mean, the garden was probably, if you could imagine my bar all the way stretched out, all the way, but like, you know, in a straight line, and then stack 3 of those. Oh my God, it was just gorgeous. It was so pretty. So I got some of those. I love calla lilies. They could be my favorite flower because of that core memory. But anywho. Oh yeah, my cup. Oh, right here. 1 cup, 1 lid, 1 straw. All right. Should we do a little ice? Also, so glad the camera angle is not showing my fucking legs, bitch, because I'm a little dry. A little bit, okay? A little dry. And one leg is hairier than the other, but that's just how it is when you're sick. You can't care. Ice? Oh wait, I'm sick. I can't have anything iced if I have a sore throat. But I could have just no ice. I could have cold milk though. You know what, I'm gonna do something crazy. All right, I'm gonna go big. I'm gonna do it big. I am. Okay. I am. I got this. A little bit of sugar-free vanilla. A little bit of golden milk latte. Okay, I know you've seen this before. I've shown it to you. I'm sure I have. I'm positive. Okay, I'm sure. All right. God damn it. I'm going to just bear with me. Okay. I have a little bit of espresso. Can you see this? No, you can't. Here, get in there. And then one day, somebody's gonna be recording for us, and we won't have to do all of this. So enjoy it while it lasts. It's just you and me, okay? So screwed out of the fucking way. A little bit of heavy cream. Also, I bought too much. This was for my drink channel. I didn't make enough drinks to use this. It makes me weary that this is in a little container like this, just because it's a little bit soft down here, and I don't know if that means anything, but I don't buy this shit, and I was just noticing that is all, okay? So getting a little soft down here. It says February 16th, 2026. Best if used by. Used by means it should be all gone, right? I'm asking. Or, and I should know this, as someone who fucking cooks and has cooked for almost like a living at this point, and it's sad, I don't know. Used by, sell by is not the same. Or best buy. It's not that, certainly. But today's the day. Hello. So, who knows if I'll use that. Okay, this is what I want to do. I need a skinny spoon. Well, I don't know if this is a good idea. Let's get a teaspoon of this. Okay. It's in here. It just looks like ground turmeric. I can't hold you. It really does. I know it looks insane, but just know it's gonna be tasty. And if it's not, you'll be able to see if I really think so when I take a drink. So you're gonna be the judge. A little bit of espresso. Okay. Where am I at? Oh yeah, shot glass. Here we go. Should we go to the top? All the way to the top. Yeah, maybe. Okay, pour that in. All right. And then, I know, it sounds crazy. And we have about 0.7 ounces of sugar-free vanilla. That completely fell out of the trash can. I don't have a what do they call that? Like a little frother. That would probably be clutch, but I don't got that. So we just got a big ass spoon. Put this in here. It's gonna be just fine. Okay? Looks good. And you know what? It doesn't smell bad. Not at all. Okay? It's okay. I could say this is fine. It's alright. But who knows? Okay, let me, oh, I love how I just shook that off and I put it right back in there. Okay. Put that there. No ice. But we can do a little bit of almond milk. Okay? You and me together. We can. Oh God, I can't even fucking make this work. Hey! Oh my God, they don't want us in here. Ugh. Okay, we shook it up. No ice. Ice would have been fantastic right there. Let's go a quarter of the way. Since we don't have the volume of the ice. You hear what I'm saying? I want it to be this much. A little whipping cream. No protein in this bitch. 1 tablespoon, 50 calories. 1 carb. 5 sodium. It's just for no point. It's no reason. You know what? If I can't use this, should I make this into butter? Let's try it. Yeah, scratch that. I'm gonna make butter today. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh my God. That's a great way to use it up. Okay, let's try. Where's the damn, everything's clear and I can't see. Okay, let me give it a spin. Okay, more, just a little bit more. It looks kind of crazy. I wish you guys could see this, it looks gorgeous. Okay, close it up. Oh! Oh my God, I almost bent the whole fucking cup. Did you see that? Okay. Oh, damn it. Have you ever seen people use banana in heavy cream and like make banana whipped foam for their coffee? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try it. People don't like banana like that, and you know, I've grown to love it. One thing about life, whenever I started to grow up, I just realized, oh, you know, life doesn't have to be chicken nuggets and fries. You know what I mean? So have no fear, baby. If I feel like a true identifier of whether or not someone is a fearful soul is whether or not their palate is broad or not. It's a true indicator. I truly believe that. I certainly do. Fear is usually the only thing holding you back. Or whoever fucking gave you that item, they can't cook, they don't know what they're doing, or they've disrespected it somehow, or are living a lie. They don't know how to prepare it correctly and they think it's the right way. You see what I'm saying? There's always a better way, baby. There's always a better way. Okay? When it comes to cooking, if you know how to make shit work, there's always a way. Okay? The whole point of cooking is counteracting unwanted flavors. Does that make sense? That's all. That's it, that's all. Alright, let's try it. I don't know if this is gonna be ass, and honestly it reminds me of like a chai tea latte, except there's no caffeine in that, so all the shit, all the bitch, yeah, went to the bottom. Okay. Sorry, it's already going bad, so you can't get any worse. Let's try it. Oh, yeah. It tastes just like the regular one, like the golden milk latte, regular. Can't even taste the coffee. But the coffee does give it a richness, almost like chocolate, if that makes sense. I don't know if you've ever tasted chocolate and almost tasted almost like a richness of espresso or coffee flavor. They kind of go hand in hand sometimes, depending on where the espresso bean is harvested. So oh, that's good. That's so good. It's aromatic. And really, if you never had this, I think that you'd probably say a little spicy, a little creamy, nutty. And then eventually taste. I feel like that's just what happens with taste. You sort of, sometimes some food is just, not only is it, some foods taste good, but I feel like when you're having food, some food is just appreciated. Does that make sense? Like, it might not be my favorite in my mouth. Oop, you know what? I'm gonna have to start getting some practice because, bitch, what the fuck am I saying? It might not be what you expected it to taste like, you might not expect the palate of the food itself to be like that, you know? I'm really practicing. You see me trying to get better. Sometimes it could be like you can taste the note, let's say. I could have it in my mouth and almost feel like, okay, this might not be the best, but I could assess what it is. I could put a name to it. I can identify it, you know, and move on. It's not going to bother me that much, you know. I don't know. That's just what's so nice about it. And I think that people here, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like Americans just kind of have like a very cushioned palate, you know, that they don't really ever taste the true flavor of anything because of, you know, high sodium, high sugar, you know, maybe like certain flavors that could kind of make things feel a little bit muted. Like, we just put a lot of almond milk in here, so versus water, obviously the cream kind of dilutes the spiciness or the tanginess or acidity from the coffee itself, from the turmeric we just put in here, all of that. You know, if we have a kind of dulled palate, a dulled sense of taste at the end of it all, when we leave this country and whenever there's no sugar or not such an exorbitant amount of salt, that it kind of becomes that. And I don't know, I find it a little interesting that maybe we were never supposed to taste, you know, certain foods, and it kind of changes your palate to the point where you can't appreciate any food, you know, unless it's chicken nuggets and fries. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that makes any sense, and it probably won't, because it's coming out of my mouth and I can't think before I say things sometimes. So, but hopefully somebody gets it. Hopefully. I like it. I think it's good. Almost want to get another one. Love that. Almost want another one. Also, I have packages that are supposed to be delivered today. So let's see. Hopefully I get a little bit of clarity from that cup of fucking coffee, bitch. I swear to God. Oh, everything's gonna come between 5. So that's nice. And our frother is gonna come tomorrow, which is really nice. But I did also over the weekend, I'm gonna make another one, because that was good as fuck. I did over the weekend make a sugar scrub for the bathroom. So it's kind of like a body scrub, I don't know. But I have been experimenting for a while making certain things. And I have like a whole bunch of projects, and I had this fear the other day that maybe one day that I would end up kind of like my dad in this way, where he was such an artist, but he had ADHD, and he would get so distracted. And when he would start things, it would almost immediately become so uninteresting that he just couldn't commit or couldn't finish certain things. He couldn't focus, you know, and sometimes I feel that way. And I think people who watch me, they could probably agree that I could be to some extent that way. And one thing at a time. That's all I gotta say. Just one thing at a time. If you're listening to this, hopefully one takeaway today could be that you can understand that it's okay to just go one step at a time. It's all right to commit to something that you might have not thought was going to end up becoming boring, and hopefully within all of that you could grow a little bit to appreciate that true great reward comes with like a really long journey, hurdles to overcome, knowledge you didn't understand before. There's a process maybe to overcoming or receiving reward or a result for you in whatever you're doing. It takes great patience because you have to be able to bear the parts you don't want to do, the things of the goal that are not the most glamorized or the most fun or the most excitable. And I think that's okay, you know. And that if maybe you didn't, you would probably never really discover yourself while getting to your goal. Maybe that goal is very mundane or simplistic, but I know that for everything I've I've done to the end. I've learned a lot about myself along the way. And whether I'm trying to achieve that goal for vanity or try to achieve that goal for improvement in my life or convenience for my life or skills for my life to make, any of those things possible that I just said, or, whatever it's academically or just general knowledge, through learning, I've realized small things, or I've noticed things about myself while attaining that goal. And I found it to be important, or I utilized that information that I didn't expect to learn along the way of my goal, and I applied it to myself, or I just was so glad that I recognized it and that somebody didn't tell me in a mean way or somebody didn't try to school me on it, or somebody else didn't make it come to my mind in just an aggressive way or in an egotistical way or a condescending way. And I discovered it, and I think I really cherish whenever I discover something about myself. So I don't know if that helps you by any means, but I certainly hope it does. That's why I love to do things on my own, or I love to indulge in things of the unknown so often, or I like to start new projects so often, because I love not only being able to accomplish, but being able to discover myself, see what I could learn, see what this might entail, this journey might entail for me. And I think that's just some of the greatest things that I like about living my life, I really do. I love it a lot. Whoa. Ugh, sorry, my back hurts a little bit. When I bend down, it kind of hurts. But yeah, I don't know if you feel that way, or I don't know if you can understand what I'm saying, or this doesn't fit. Accept that. I was trying to make it fit. But yeah, that's how I feel about it. And I don't know if you can understand that. So, maybe. And I've been on here kind of like back and forth a little bit, because like I was saying earlier, I'm just only bringing this up because it kind of ties into what I'm saying. And I know I don't have to explain myself, but for the sake of the conversation that I'm having with myself at this point, I had been posting very consistently. I'll just use myself as an example, is why I'm saying this right now. I had a lot of things to accomplish in my personal life, and I was successful at it, and I'm glad, and I've obtained reward in my personal life, which is amazing. It's amazing. That's all I could say. And it took a lot of time and energy, because I couldn't bring you guys around with it, because, it's my personal life, and I don't want to compromise myself or dox myself or something like that. So this is just giving you context, but I thought about it for a second. Like, all of this felt like a distraction from me uploading. And then I had to say to myself, like, oh no, I had to take a break. I had to take a break to handle my life business, pay bills, or, travel places that I couldn't take you guys, whatever it was, So it's like, as much as I had rather been in my home to give you guys entertainment, or to make clips out of whatever I was doing that day, or to make content, record stuff, edit, learn more about my Twitch, like I was just saying the whole entire time I've been live. I could have very well just stopped altogether, and settled into that moment, or that feeling of being like, oh, since I haven't pushed out content and I've been focusing on my life for so many days, people probably think I'm gone or I've disappeared. That's not true. Nobody's fucking watching me that much, but you know what I mean? It's still fear. Whoever's there, the two people that, you know, but still, you know, or like, am I giving up? Am I giving myself an excuse to not post or make content because my life is requiring me to do all these things? I was like, no, I really couldn't fit both in there, because it at some point would have been an invasion of privacy for me. Like, it would have been unreasonable to stream every single thing I'd been doing since January, you know? So that's one example of me feeling like, you know, stopping and then going on to the next thing. But some of those things are necessary, you know? Like, I had to handle business. That was necessary. I had to stop my project, my life project at this point. It's a life project, I feel like, and documentation at some point, because I don't have a lot of people in my chat, which is, I'm enjoying it, like I always say. I'm glad, you know. But at some point, it does get to a place where I feel like when I take breaks like that, these thoughts in my head start to creep in, and they start to get comfortable, and they start to get like, oh, you know, why don't you could just, if you already took a week off, and nobody's gonna care if you take another week off, if you need to rest. Like, what the heck? Like, I'm not even, you know what I mean? Like, but that's just like, those feelings are what I'm describing, you know, feelings of rather not do something just because of the weather, or just because I had a long day the day before, or I felt tired in the moment. Or like today, I'm sick, you know? I am. I have a sore throat, and I mean, obviously I could still do things, but I would rather have been in bed, you know? And at some point, life gets heavy, and sometimes that's all I want to do, you know? But I still get up, and I still make my day worth it, but at the end of the day, like, if I don't also tie in those goals that I'm doing, like I was describing, it gets boring, it gets mundane, it gets repetitive, you know? Oh, it just becomes work at some point. It's all work, you know? No matter what I do, it's all work. All of it. And I don't know if that's also part of like ADHD, where you're just gonna get burnout. You know, you can't stay at a job for too long. I don't know. You can't keep interest for too long on things that you're not completely interested by. So that's why I think I like to stream, though. Maybe I don't like to clip or make content, you know, and sometimes, like, if I do commit, I make great things because I'm creative, but do I want to edit a short video for 4 hours, you know, because then it sort of discourages me. You know, some days I do and some days I don't, and some days I commit to that and some days I don't, you know, but I still want to keep getting in that habit, like I had been, of just uploading. Like today, I have another video going up, and it's 7:30 p.m. is when I upload it, but I had to learn throughout all of this, you know. I realized, like, I get kind of impatient, or when I do get my video out, I get impatient to drop the next one, you know. I learned that like 4 weeks ago, because I accidentally posted 3 videos in one day, but it was an accident, but I also got like a thrill off of it, because I was like, I put so much out, but it kind of ruined my algorithm, you know. So I had to learn that, like, I can't be I get hasty whenever things are going right for me, you know, like, I want to take on more and more and more. You see what I'm saying? Like, I get addicted to the reward, and like that catapults me. But I have learned now, this second time of me trying to upload, like, I'm trying to reach a goal, but I have to make sure I realize, like, I need to be patient, you know, and strategic. And so this time I've committed, you know, since last summer or whatever. And I'm grateful that I could learn that about me, you know, and maybe it's a blessing and a curse, but I've also learned that, like, when I was streaming for so long, you know, the goal was to be a streamer, you know, it's obviously still is, but you never know what I could expound on in that meantime. That'd be my overarching goal, but, you know, I had to realize, like, okay, at some point, you know, my hobbies or my interests that I show, they sort of become work because I'm educating at the same time as me doing them, or, you know, people might have questions and I have to stop and answer, you know, or then people get addicted to the content that I'm putting out, you know, or it's so interesting to them too that, you know, they want me to produce more and more of whatever, you know, which just so happened to be my hobby, and it feels like pressure. And then it could be pressure to also look nice, and then it could also be pressure to, you know, make the same specific meals that people like to see on the internet, you know what I mean? And maybe they're not in compliance with my lifestyle or my goals or my fitness goals or overarching nutrition goals or whatever it is, you know. All of it became pressure, and I had to realize that too along the way of my goal. Like, how am I going to get to my goal in a way where it still makes sense for me, and I could still appreciate it, and I could still have something for me, you know? And so every little thing about my stream, I've had to learn something about myself, or learn how it affects me, you know? So, and it could be different for other people, like for academics and stuff like that. Like when I first went to school, I had to realize I wanted to go to college for now, not the degree that I'd ever want now, but while I was going, I realized I didn't know how to study. You know, like I realized like I never really understood the concept of studying, and I didn't know how to study for me and my ability to retain information specifically, you know, so I had to learn that. Although it's on the way to my goal, I had to plug that part in, you know, and I had to face that. And with whatever I was taking on in my life, I always let my ego go because I was always leading with curiosity. And sometimes that ego probably would have, you know, protected me. Maybe how it protects others by judging them first without trying to get to know them, or protects them by, you know, if you show somebody something and they live a complete different lifestyle than what you're about to show them, if it's about running, for example, you know, oh, I just ran 3 miles or whatever, you come to tell them, and then they tell you something like, you know, they try to diminish your work, you know, that could be an expression of just them being in their ego, and it protects them from, you know, from the insecurities that they might have. They don't ever want to run a day in their life, and they don't even appreciate running, so it makes them feel insecure that maybe they have to change or do something better or hold a mirror or whatever the case is. And my point is that, you know, you just can't like let anything or anybody, not even yourself, like knock you off your goal along the way, you know, no matter what, is all I'm trying to say. I just already lost my point, so sorry. It already went away at the end of that sentence, so I forgot why I brought that up as an example, but it does get a little confusing. It does get muddy when you excuse me, when you're trying to get somewhere you probably don't think you'll ever get to, and you get distracted, you know. I had to accept that about my goal. I get distracted, or I take criticism so personally sometimes, and I get caught in a rut about it. But it's always helped me. And, you know, I was never down for too long, and I always learned something about it. I either learned if it's true or not, and I had to accept if it was true, you know, or I had to discern whether or not it wasn't, and I had to figure out why they would say something like that to me when it came to me accomplishing my goal, and, you know, understand that maybe it was probably that person in that day, or if I had to reassess if my goal was really going to work, you know. And so there's so many things I learned about myself along the way of achieving my goal, you know, whether it was someone else's words or trying to figure out where my limitation was in general. Sweet Jesus, I'm so sorry. Also, Also, my AirPods died at the right time, so maybe that's for the best. I'm so glad that didn't shatter. Do you want to see? Here. I don't know if this is appropriate to show you, and I don't know if you care, but if you do, I dropped that completely. That's completely dropped. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but yeah, baby. Shit is on the ground. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. Damn. Well, these are no good. Damn. Well, sorry. But you get me, hopefully. You get me, hopefully. Also, do I have audio, or is that why, what's going on? How come I can't even fucking, oh, here, no, it's fine. It's just muted, bitch. I swear to God. I didn't know. Anyways, yeah. So, I hope you guys know that no matter what, even people like me, and people better than me, for sure, have had to accept and realize limitations along the way of achieving their goal. And that they either get better, see what they're doing wrong to get that result about themselves. And for me, a lot of it was, maybe my ego, or most of it was, me thinking I'm better than I am, or, maybe it could have been just how I expressed myself to maybe shine a mirror on somebody that I didn't intend to, whatever it was. Like however I spoke that day to receive a certain kind of feedback, make somebody take it personally, which is never my goal, So, or not really seeing on paper like what I'm doing, and just in my mind thinking I'm doing a lot, So I don't know if that's you out there, if you need to hear that. Just know that it's normal. Sorry, I had thought of one of my girlfriends, and I didn't want the words to leave my head, so. Okay. Second cup of coffee. And I'm feeling good. What should we make with these bananas? We should try to make butter, huh? But I don't want to. Okay. I wish, you know what? I could try this. Let me see. What is this? Ultra wide. What? Am I crazy, or is this better? Bitch, is it better? Okay. I'm figuring this bitch out. Okay. I don't have another scene. Okay, well, maybe this is it. I could take a break really quick, though. I do need to take a small break. I have to make a phone call, so I'll be back. And if you're not back whenever I get back, I apologize. And see you in a little bit. See you soon. Okay, love you, bye.